and welcome to another 3ABN Today cooking program. We're the Mitchell Sisters.
I'm Linda.
I'm Brenda.
And I'm Cinda. And we have someone special with us today.
Yes, we do.
This is Padmaja Medidi.
That's right.
And Padmaja is from South India. And she's going to be cooking South Indian food for us today. You are not going to want to miss this. And I have to tell you that my sisters and I, we met Padmaja when we were at ASI, and we saw her walking, and
she had the most beautiful yellow safari on.
Oh,
or is it,
sorry.
No, sorry.
Safari. Honey, that's when we were in Africa. We're going to India this time.
I can't get these things straight. But it was a beautiful sari.
And
it
immediately,
was yellow. No, she looked like a princess. I mean, she was
and
just,
immediately I went, oh, there's Miss India! There's Miss India!
And I thought she was serious. I thought it really was. I said, really? Where? I mean, as if she really Miss India.
So
we went.
I
after,
decided.
Of course, and she told us she was not Miss India.
I know, but
she's Miss India.
But to us, she's Miss India.
That's right.
So we're crowning you Miss India today.
We're crowning you Miss India today. And she's teaching us the greeting from India. So let's.
So what is it? What is it called?
Namaskaram.
Namaskaro. Is that right?
And what does that mean?
Greetings.
Just greetings. Just like we would say hello or
Yes.
howdy or.
You just greet them namaskaram, the first thing.
Namaskaro.
Very good. I'd try to repeat that, but Cinda knows I'm really bad with
Trust me.
languages.
You did a good job. That was good.
Brenda can't even say sorry.
I'm excited to see what you're going to make today.
I am too.
She's going to start off with.
I'm going to do tomato chutney.
Okay.
That's just a dip that we're going to do first, and then I'll show the potato bhajis later.
And look at these beautiful potato bhajis. Doesn't that look delicious? And then, of course,
The lemon rice.
The lemon rice. Oh, I want to learn how to make that.
Oh, and the next one's my favorite. Potato curry and chickpeas. Oh,
anything with potatoes.
Thank you for making that.
And that broccoli fry looks delicious.
And let's not forget the French cut beans and the lima beans.
Ooh. I am so excited.
I am excited to be here. I'm just excited to show you the 6 delicious South Indian recipes.
Well, let's get started.
That's right. Now, I want to ask first, we are all dressed in some beautiful outfits.
I'm glad you said that.
And of course, you know, I've already learned this is not a safari. This is a sari.
It's a sari.
A sari. And yours looks a lot different. Now, you brought these clothes for us to wear.
Yes.
And so what is the significance of what we're wearing, or what's the differences between what you're wearing and the style that we're wearing?
Typical South Indian style, we wear saris. In the north, they wear salwars, but nowadays everybody wears pretty much in India.
So what is this called?
Salwar kameez.
I'm not even trying that.
But it sounds beautiful.
It sounds beautiful.
And they are beautiful.
That's right. It's
and
beautiful.
these, you said you can pull them down. You can do all kinds of things with them.
It's just like a scarf that you wear around your neck, and it's beautiful. You look beautiful. You look very
Indian. And they have
Indian.
pants underneath that match them. You can't see it from there, but it's beautiful.
Here, you could see mine. See, I got right there. It matches.
But you're all looking
you.
beautiful.
Thank you for going to all that work and trouble.
And I've noticed how beautiful all the beading is everywhere. It's got beautiful beading everywhere on the clothing, everywhere. It took somebody a lot of time to do this.
Even the bottom of your scarf.
Yes.
You know, what's so
exquisite.
neat is wearing these makes me think about how we are God's princesses, really we are, and that someday soon Jesus is coming and we are going to have the most beautiful robes that we can even imagine, and it's like, wow, I cannot wait.
Yes, I'm excited.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, you know what? I can't wait for those potato bhajis. So, you know, I hope you don't mind your royalty.
Yeah.
But we're going to take this off so that we can cook.
Okay.
Okay.
But
we're not dethroning you or anything.
No. You're still our queen. So we're going to read the recipe.
All right.
For the tomato chutney, you will need 2 to 3 tomatoes, tamarind, just a small ball soaked in water, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 to 4 green chilies, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 3 tablespoons of oil, cilantro, and salt to taste.
Ooh, that's not a lot.
Now, you will also need a ½ teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1/2 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 4 to 5 curry leaves, 2 dried red chilies split in half, and 1 tablespoon of what? Urd dal?
Urd dal.
Urd dal.
Now that sounds a little complicated to me, so what exactly is that?
It's urd dal. It's black gram. It's just
Okay,
blanched.
you go ahead and try that, sis.
Say that again.
Urd dal.
Urd dal.
Did she do a good job in that?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. And it's just, what is this?
It's blanched black gram. It's like
Okay.
split peas. It's
Like
like
split
just
pea,
different,
okay.
different kind of.
All right, so now I'm going to turn this fire on, and then what am I going to do?
We'll add oil.
Okay,
You can add oil first.
all right. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll just let that warm up a little bit. We're going to add jeera and green chilies.
Okay.
And we're just going to fry just a little bit, and then we're going to take that and put it aside.
Okay.
And we're going to start frying the tomatoes.
Okay.
Oh.
Are these very hot chilies?
Very hot.
Will that be hard
This
for
is-
your fingers if you...
But I'm used to it, so it's okay.
It's okay?
It doesn't
okay, we're
burn
letting
your
you
hands?
touch those
Doesn't
then.
burn my hands. Is this on high?
It's
Very
on high.
Very good. So now we'll just add the cumin.
Okay.
Teaspoon
Now,
of cumin.
normally, I have actually never used,
The
you know,
cumin
the
seeds.
cumin seeds. I've just used the ground cumin.
No, we use the cumin seeds for everything. For
Oh,
almost,
wow.
yes. And now I'm going to just slit the green chilies. And
And
You'll
seeds
fry
and all.
with seeds, yes.
Okay. Now, do you...
This
do
is
you-
Indian cooking. It's very spicy.
very
Now the
spicy.
seeds
I love
are-
spicy.
Is it true the seeds are what makes it spicy? The seeds are spicy too?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
We
wow.
do.
No, spicy.
We'll show you a little trick. We do keep paper towels under here, so when you need one, you can have one.
So we just brown the green chilies
Okay.
and the cumin, just fry it just a little bit, just for 1 minute.
Okay. Does it make it tender, or it just flavors the oil, or what?
It's for the chutney. It has to just fry, and it gives a nice flavor.
So it's mostly to flavor the oil. Is that what it is?
No,
or-
flavor the chutney. This,
flavor
this
the
is all
chutney.
going into the chutney.
Right. Okay.
So I just want to fry my green chilies a little bit.
Okay. Does that get tender at all, or?
Yeah, be careful, those start popping.
The
Okay.
seeds do?
Yes,
Oh wow. Okay, I'm standing back.
okay.
Whoa, you're right.
It's attacking you.
And I'm just going to put this aside. I'm just going to take some
Okay.
away and put it in here.
Okay.
And I'm going to fry the
And you leave the
Tomato.
seeds, or you take the seeds out too?
everything.
Is this one of your husband's favorite dishes?
Yes, he loves the tomato chutney with the potato budgies.
Oh. I was amazed that here your husband is a physician and he was upstairs just chopping things and
Helping you.
and he was so sweet and he said, I've come 10 hours, drove 10 hours just so she could do this. I thought that is a special
That's a
husband.
supportive husband.
Yes, he's wonderful. I couldn't have done any of this cooking
Let me just
without
get
his
this
help.
off of here real quick because there's some oil on here and I don't want to start a fire. Okay.
Didn't want a campfire, huh?
You know how I feel about camping.
And now I'm just going to add a little bit more oil because I'm going to fry all those tomatoes.
Okay.
You just need to brown.
And I noticed that you used canola oil.
Canola oil is good. You can use any oil. You can use peanut oil. Is very good.
I like peanut oil, actually. I love the
Well,
taste of
peanuts
peanut oil.
is my favorite nut,
Now,
so.
stay away.
Stay
because
away.
I don't-
Oh,
Okay,
back
so
up.
Back up.
I'm going to just.
Brenda's going to the next county. We'll call her when we're done.
You can put this down on the.
Good. Okay. Is that good? More?
That's good.
Good? Okay.
You just let this cook and brown. You just keep flipping them. You just flip them. Just cook it a little bit. Tomatoes cook very fast. You don't need to cook them very long.
And you leave the skins on.
Yes. I just slice with everything is going to be in the blender and it's going to blend. nice.
Oh, okay.
My husband grows the tomatoes. He has a garden. He grows tomatoes.
Wonderful.
And right before I drove here, he had come in from the garden with some, like an armful of tomatoes. And so I was washing them, and I had a knife, and I was starting to slice them, but he thought I was going to peel them.
Would it help if you
and
had
he's
a
like,
fork?
don't peel the tomato. That's the good part. Don't peel the tomato. And I was like, I'm not peeling the tomato, Joel. So that's why I was saying, you don't peel your tomatoes either. We like to eat the whole tomato.
Now you're going to love this tomato chutney. It has beautiful flavors.
I'm excited to try it.
Can this be made ahead of time? And
Yes.
and you can...
Usually we make the chutney ahead of time and make the potato budgies, and you're just ready to go.
How long will it last when you make it ahead of time? Like, can you do it a couple of days ahead of time?
Yes.
Will it last for a week? I mean...
2-3 days.
2-3 days.
Can you
okay.
freeze it?
No.
No.
It's always nice to do it fresh.
Okay.
I love fresh.
Don't you freeze it.
I won't.
Okay.
Do you see them nicely browning?
Yes.
See the tomatoes nicely browning? Now it's ready. We can just turn the...
So it's done now?
Yes,
Okay.
nice and brown.
You want to put them back in the bowl or no?
Or do you want them in the blender?
I want it in the blender, but I just want to
Okay.
cool, just take it off from there.
It's
Just
off,
let it
yeah.
cool. Yeah, just for a little bit. But I just want to explain the ingredients that I'm going to
Okay.
be putting in the chutney.
Okay.
Okay.
For the chutney, after we fry this, we'll put in the tomatoes. I have some tamarind here.
I have never seen tamarind. I don't really know what it is. I'll just be honest. I don't know.
It's a fruit.
Neither.
But
Okay.
it's dried, and I have tamarind at home that we brought from India, or it's available here in the Indian store. You can go to the Indian store and you can get all these ingredients, just one stop at the Indian store.
Would this be a tamarind? Is that what American fruit would you say that's kind of like? Is it like a fig? Is it like an apple? Is it like a peach? Is it like?
It's sour to taste. It has a very sour flavor to it. So we just, I don't know, you can compare it to a fruit that's very sour.
Like a lemon?
Sour. Yeah, lemon, but lemon has a different taste to it.
But you know,
This is wonderful flavor.
I've never been to India, but I know that I was just in Bangkok and traveled around Thailand because my daughter was a student missionary there. And you can't compare some of the fruits that they have there. You really can't compare because they're so different. They're not anything like we have over here. So,
So it's
that's
how to
probably why
compare.
she's struggling to compare
Right.
because
Probably isn't
there's
something
probably
like it.
you're right.
Yeah.
You just have to taste it and say, no, doesn't taste like anything I have never known before.
So do you put this whole thing in the blender, or?
Yes.
You put the liquid too?
Along with this.
Okay.
Do you put this liquid in here too that you've been soaking it in?
No.
No.
Can
We
you
don't
give me
need
the
to put the
blender,
liquid.
sis? Okay, so normally we would wait till it gets cooler, but because we're, because of time,
Oh, how many
We're not
cloves
gonna
would you
have-
like? I'll go get you garlic. We need garlic?
Okay.
I'll go get garlic.
okay.
I know where to find garlic.
And I'll just put these right in here. Does all the oil go in there too?
No.
No, so just the tomatoes. Okay.
You can just, throw
That didn't take you long.
Garlic to the rescue!
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
I'd tell you I went out and grew it, but you wouldn't believe me, so I won't do that.
Nobody else would either.
So that doesn't have seeds in it or anything.
Everything is removed. The seed is removed.
The seed is removed.
Does it smell? Let me smell.
No, it doesn't have really that.
You know what? It almost tastes
in
like
other places they make juice from
Smells
it.
like, you mean.
In Jamaica they make tamarind juice.
It smells like a prune.
Yes.
That's what
kind
it
of.
smells like.
Okay.
It looks like that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
All right, so
And
this
now-
goes in. Now, do we just put all these ingredients in?
Not all of them.
Okay.
Only the garlic.
Uh-huh.
I put garlic and tamarind, and I'm going to put some cilantro.
Okay.
Here you go.
Thank you.
How's that?
And do you put just on cilantro, do you just put the leaf, or do you put the
You
stem
can
too?
put everything.
Everything?
Yes.
Okay.
You can put everything. It'll just
Okay.
blend it, give it a very nice flavor.
Okay.
I'm just kind of pinching them and just putting them in there.
All right.
And I'm going to add this.
Okay.
We have the cumin seeds that we fried,
Sure.
and the green chilies. Now that's going to make it very hot. These chilies.
Ooh,
That's
good.
what gives you the spice. I need some salt.
Okay. So
Oh.
here we go.
Oh, we got salt.
Oh, okay.
Tell me
How
when.
much?
That's good.
Okay.
Just salt to taste. You can
All right.
just add some salt.
Okay,
You're gonna
Linda,
put it-
here's your job.
Now, what about the rest of these?
That's to saute.
Okay, now
Oh,
she
okay.
blend
Should I
it.
blend it? Is that enough?
So that's good.
You can just look at it. Let me just. It's all blended. One more, a little bit more.
A little
Okay.
bit more. Okay.
Just a nice smooth paste.
All right, here we go.
No.
There you go.
Okay.
Let me just put that on again.
Because it might burn. Or we just wipe it off.
Ooh, that
Okay.
smells good.
Okay. Let's see here.
And just wipe that off.
And in case anybody's wondering, we do have a garbage right here beneath me. I promise, Mom, I'm not throwing anything on the floor. There's a garbage can right here in front of me. Okay. Well, we need to move this right along so that we can show you the whole thing.
Teaspoon of oil.
Okay.
Just a little bit more. Can we put some oil?
Uh-huh. Some of this oil, right?
That's fine.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a teaspoon of oil.
All right.
And now we are going to add the mustard seeds. We're
Okay.
going to add the mustard seeds.
Okay.
And it's just a very nice flavor. You just, now see the oil is hot and they'll start sputtering. Just
Okay.
sputtering a
I
little
want to
bit.
rush this a little, though, because we want to make sure we have time to show them the rest of your recipes.
Right.
So let's just, if we can just speed this up just a little bit, let's just throw all that in there. And
And you put the
that's it.
urd dal.
Okay.
And I have 2 red chilies. I'm going to just slit them and put them in
Okay.
here.
Are those hot?
Very hot.
Whoa, this is a 5
These are
alarmer.
curry leaves.
Okay.
I'm just going to put the curry leaves in here.
Okay, give me the fork, Cindy.
That's awesome.
Okay.
With a spoon.
That's fine. And then,
And now this is fried. You can turn off the fire
Okay,
and
but
you
that
just
didn't take
throw this
long.
in here. And it's done.
and that's done. Now, does this simmer a lot, or a little
that's
while,
it,
or
it's
it's done like this? That's
Then
it.
it's done.
Tomato
Okay.
chutney is done. Now we are ready for the budgies.
Okay,
Oh.
let's read the recipe.
Sis, why don't you do that?
Okay, you're going to need 1 cup of besan flour, a half a cup of rice flour, 1 teaspoon of Madras curry powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 1/4 cup of water, salt to taste.
I can't wait to learn how to make this.
Me
Because
too.
I love potatoes.
That's right.
Well, we are going to do potato budgies. We use it as appetizers or snacks. And first of all, we're going to start with
The
Okay.
flour.
the flour. This
Okay.
is besan flour. Besan flour is chickpea flour.
Oh, okay.
Now, I have this oil you wanted me to go. Is this doing okay over here, or do you
Yes.
want it? It's doing good.
It's good. You can put it down.
A little bit. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to mess this up.
I have besan flour.
Okay.
This is rice flour.
Brown rice flour,
No,
white rice.
white rice flour. And I have a teaspoon of chili powder,
Okay.
a little bit of baking soda,
Okay.
and some salt to taste.
So just sprinkle a little bit.
Sprinkle a little bit.
Now, you don't have to stir all that up first.
Yeah.
You just add your water.
Well, we can stirring. I'm just trying to stir and add water together.
Okay.
Oh, she's doing.
Ah.
She's multi-talented.
Now, do you have it? What do you keep it consistency kind of like bread
Yes.
dough, or is it
Well,
more like biscuit?
not that
or-
thick, not that thick, but
Okay.
It's more like a dip where you, because you're going to dip
I'm
these in
gonna
here, I
dip these in
think.
here. So
Okay.
now I'm going to add this.
A little
This is
more water.
Water. It's like 1 cup.
Does it need to be really fine, or is it a little bit lumpy?
No, not lumpy. It has to be really fine.
Okay.
You're getting good.
Yeah.
So you did use a full cup and a fourth.
Of water.
Okay.
Just going to mix this really good because we don't want any lumps at all. No, not lumpy, nice and smooth.
Now, can you buy this type of flour in the regular grocery store, or would you need to go to an Indian
in an
store?
Indian store. It's called basin flour. It's just chickpea flour.
If you don't remember basin, just tell them I want that chickpea flour.
Okay.
Well, you know,
And chickpeas are so good for us.
And now I have the potatoes here that are sliced. And I'm just going to nicely roundly cut. These are peeled and cut. I'm just going to add these potatoes. I'm just going to dip it. Can you put the oil up hot?
Hotter? Okay. All right.
Actually, I saw chickpea flour in a grocery store that I was in this week.
Really? I noticed how fine those potatoes are cut. So is that like
give that credit to my husband. He did a good job.
You know what you don't get to see behind the scenes is her husband has been helping her from the moment they arrived here, and he has been doing all kinds of stuff. And I told him, I said, you know, it's a good thing you had all that medical training because you wouldn't have been able to be cutting these potatoes like this.
And then he let us know he was a surgeon for many years. So
now I just dip these potatoes in the batter.
Okay.
And you just put it in the oil.
All right. And do you turn them? Oh, they float to the top. Okay.
They float to the top. I just put
Okay.
it.
Is that a good temperature? They're bubbling
perfect,
good?
Perfect.
Oh, I love to hear that.
You did good.
I love to hear that.
As your grandkids say, Grandma, you're a good cooker.
Yeah. That's right.
Do your kids help you in the kitchen?
Not really. Only my husband is there. So.
And you have two, your kids have grown and you have two in medical school, correct?
Yes. One is already a doctor. My daughter graduated. My son is in first year of med school.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, I can relate because my husband helps me in the kitchen a lot.
It's wonderful when you have good help.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, do you want me to turn this yet?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're brown, you can turn it.
Okay. Oh, these look wonderful.
Now, how do you know they're done when they're done?
Light brown color.
So you go by the color.
Yes.
Okay.
They're looking pretty light brown to me.
Cinda's ready to just munch into these ones, I can tell.
For one I can taste.
I knew there was something going on here.
I'm thinking.
Okay, now we are done with the potatoes.
Okay.
And you just
Is any of those done now?
No.
Yeah, that's light brown.
This one?
Yeah. This
Okay.
It would be easy for you to take it that way.
Oh, look what she has to take it out, sis.
You know, like I just use this. It's nice to, if you can. Just let them nicely brown. Make sure the potatoes are cooked inside.
Okay.
You just keep flipping them, and as they're frying, we can go
Okay.
to our next dish.
All right. I'll try to keep a watch on these.
Okay.
In fact, what are we fixing next, sis?
We're going to fix, well, not we're going to fix, but
We're going to watch
Padmaja is going to fix us lemon rice. So for this, you will need 2 cups of rice, the long grain white or basmati rice, 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 limes freshly squeezed, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 4 to 5 curry leaves, 2 red chilies slit in half, 1 tablespoon of urd dal,
Urd dal.
2 green chilies split lengthwise, 1/4 cup of peanuts, and salt to taste.
Very good.
I'm going to have to practice that. Okay, and I know this is fresh lime juice because her husband was over on the side here squeezing this right now.
I don't have to.
He just carried it on the set for us.
Okay.
So this is oil.
This is oil. We're just going to add oil. Did we turn this on?
Nope. I'll turn it on right now. Okay. I don't know why it's clicking on me. Let me try it again.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
We just need to let the oil heat because it needs to be warm.
Oh, it's still clicking.
Well, I could snap my fingers and they'll think it's me.
Oh, maybe it's being counted.
Back.
All right.
All the way from India. Whoa, what a good trip.
It was a nice trip.
Now the oil is hot.
Okay.
We can tell, you just put the mustard seeds. You can see them.
We'll just say that's the mustard seeds popping. Because didn't you say they're going to start popping when they get hot?
Yes. And then we're going to add the urd dal.
The urd dal.
And then we're going to put some red chilies. I just split the red chili in half.
Okay.
Now the seeds, they're hot. If you prefer it to be a little mild and you don't want to, you can just put them whole. And that way, the seeds
won't
make
be so hot.
It won't be so hot.
Oh, so now what are you adding?
I'm going to add the green chilies.
I'm done with this pan here.
And
Let me
I'm going
put
to
this
add
back.
curry leaves.
That is so interesting. I have never seen anyone cook with curry leaves before.
This is fresh curry leaf from my backyard.
Oh, wow, that's come a long
And I'm adding
ways.
a teaspoon of the turmeric powder.
Wow.
And you know, I got to
Okay,
give
do
you a
want
little
anything?
hint.
Turn it off? Okay.
I got to give you a little hint. When you're working with turmeric, be careful what you put it in.
And just to
Look how it made this plastic yellow.
Wow.
I mean, it will turn, unless you use
A glass bowl.
A glass bowl, it will turn
Sis, you missed
yellow.
this. She put peanuts in here.
Oh.
we just add peanuts. Now we are ready for our lemon rice.
Ooh.
So now what are we
The
doing
mixture
this?
is ready for lemon rice.
Now, what is this?
I'm going to add the lemon rice to the. Do we
Okay,
have?
now is this just what kind of rice is this? We can just use
This
this.
is regular
to start
rice.
with.
Hot.
Just
Yeah.
regular. Is this like
Do we
a
have bowl?
jasmine
Do
rice
we have
or?
a bowl?
No,
You need a
I
bowl?
can just do this. Can I just put it right in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we just let it cool a little bit. I'm going to
Okay.
put that in.
We're pretending that this is cool.
Oh, I better get rid of this then. Because you don't see this.
It is so cold.
Well, let me see. I think I can go and find a
Okay.
bowl.
Put this in here.
Okay, can we add this in here first and then mix it in here?
Here's a bowl right here.
That I need a little bigger bowl, deeper.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Cindy, what are you doing? Look at her. What are you doing? All right, she's got the taste.
I couldn't wait.
Are they good?
No, not at all. You guys don't want any of these.
Are you planning to eat them all? You're
Yeah, I think so.
You're supposed to share. Mom taught you that.
And now I'm going to add some lemon juice. This is very freshly squeezed
Okay, let me
Lime
mix these
juice.
up here a little bit here.
So that's lime juice. huh?
lime juice, and just some salt to taste.
Fresh squeezed lime juice.
And can you smell it?
Oh,
Yes.
And just a little
I'm
salt
smelling
to
it
taste.
for you.
okay.
Little
That
salt to
looks
taste, and
wonderful.
That's our lemon rice.
Anyway, so we're going to mix that, and when it gets all mixed, it's going to look like, well, once it's mixed.
I'll just tell you what it's going to taste like.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I got to get a peanut. I have to have a peanut. Ooh, 2 peanuts. My lucky. Oh, man. No, don't get back on there.
Actually,
have
we
to.
have one that's finished right over here.
There
I'll
you
just
go.
set it right here, and look at this. It's completely done. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And she's got some cilantro.
Oh, I got
on
to
there.
taste that too. That's good too. Oh, that's good. Am I supposed to dip this?
And
Oh, all right. Let me break a piece.
I think the next thing you're going to love, too, because it's potato curry.
Oh, I'm still busy eating the potato bhajis.
Well, I'll read the recipe for you. You're going to need, for the potato curry and chickpeas, 2 to 3 pounds of potatoes, 2 cans of chickpeas, 1 teaspoon of Madras curry powder, 1 to 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 4 to 5 curry leaves, 1 medium onion, 2 to 3 green chilies, 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil, and you can use peanut, canola, or vegetable. You're going to need cilantro and salt to taste.
Another good recipe.
I know. This one looks really
Let me
good.
tell you, those potato bhajis were good. So
I had to rescue him from Cinda.
So tell us how we do this one.
Now we're going to do potato curry with chickpeas. I have the potatoes here all peeled and cut into small pieces. We have this all set and ready. Here I have onions already cooking. We have them brown.
And you used red onions, Tom?
We use red onions. It has a nice taste to it. It's not sweet. We like the peppery taste.
So red onions are more peppery taste.
Yes.
There's your tip.
I have onions here.
I have a question, Padma.
Yes.
What is the major differences in Indian and Northern Indian and Southern Indian cuisine? Because I noticed you made the distinction that you were cooking Southern cuisine today. So what is the difference?
It's just the way we use our spices is very different. We use different spices and there's different mixtures and the ingredients are quite different from the North Indian.
Now, does one...
And South Indian is very hot. They're very, very, very spicy compared to the North Indian dishes.
Oh, okay.
So we like them very spicy.
And what about, is one more vegetarian dishes than another?
One more.
Like, is the Southern cuisine, do they have a lot of meat or dishes also, or usually in their country?
Yes.
Or is it the Northern that has the meat?
No, it's just mixed. It depends.
Depends. So they have meat in both Southern and Indian. So that's...
Yes, they do. And here we are. Our onions are nicely browning. I'm going to add some green chilies.
Okay.
But that's a tip for all you folks. If you like hot, go down south. And if you don't like it hot, you better head up north.
And I have some curry leaves. Can you smell the curry leaf? Just smell it.
Oh, yeah, smell that.
Crush it and smell it.
If I taste it, what does it taste?
It doesn't have taste, but it's just the smell. It's very
smells
nice.
so good. Put it in here?
Yes.
Oh. Now, will that wilt down?
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's not hot. That's probably because my hand had touched the chili.
Now, will that wilt down? Yeah, I noticed you didn't chop it or anything. Will that wilt down and people can actually eat the whole leaf, or would you?
It's okay. Nothing will happen. Or you can just take it aside.
The reason I was asking because we use like bay leaves in soups or spaghetti sauces sometimes, and you don't eat a bay leaf. You take that out of it before you serve. So this is different.
We don't need to take it out, but when we eat, we can just take it out.
So you don't eat it?
Yeah, if you prefer not to, but it's okay to eat it.
Okay.
And what about the chilies? Do you eat the chilies, or you kind of put those aside?
Absolutely, we eat the chili. The hotter, the better. So now that we have these.
We call Cinda the spicy sister. I think you might have just kicked it up a whole bunch of notches.
Now I'm ready to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric.
Now this
that gives the nice yellow color to it.
Color.
And I have a teaspoon of chili, Madras curry powder.
Now does the turmeric add any flavor, or is it just color?
It's color mainly.
Mainly, okay.
Very slight, not flavor. The flavor comes from the curry powder.
Okay.
The Madras curry powder. I'm just adding a teaspoon of the curry powder, but if you prefer to have it hotter, you can add 2 teaspoons. Maybe you might need.
I was telling them hotter.
So I just fry that.
Stir this while you're dumping in? Okay.
Yes. And now?
You need salt to taste, or not now?
Not now. I'm just going to add the potatoes.
Okay.
That's nice and brown.
Okay.
So I'm just going to add these potatoes.
It is making these potatoes a
make
nice
sure you get all those potatoes in
Can
there.
you get me a cup of water?
Oh, a cup of water, sis.
Okay.
Maybe 2 cups of water.
Here.
Okay.
And now a
Maybe
little
2 cups.
salt.
Okay.
Just a little salt to taste.
All right.
Oh, she's back from India. This is special India water.
Thank you.
It is,
Woo! I'm telling you what.
She had a hard time keeping it from spilling on the flight over, but she did. She can do anything, I'm telling you.
It's always nice to use your imaginations, isn't it?
A little bit more water.
Oh, can you fly back to India, huh?
A little more water.
Get some more water. This isn't just any water.
Fasten your seatbelt, folks.
Oh, the flight's arriving.
There we go.
A little behind.
Okay, and now what?
Now, how do you know how much water to put in?
Okay, we can add a little bit more, in fact, because I think you just make sure the potatoes are covered under the water. You just make sure that.
So we need a little more then.
A little bit more water.
Okay.
And then you just make sure The potatoes are covered.
Okay.
You just cook it 15 to 20 minutes as long as the potatoes.
So do you want me to put the lid on?
Yes, you need to put the lid on and let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And after it's cooked, we just add chickpeas and cilantro.
And
That's the
cilantro.
last
You
thing that
chop
you do.
cilantro?
And
I
salt
chopped
to
the
taste.
cilantro.
So,
Chop it?
Yes, and the thing is, you just make sure and smash the potatoes a little bit. Just it'll give it a thicker gravy. It'll taste, so much better with thick gravy, and
So when here, you would just smash it a little bit in here?
yeah,
Like with the.
you can just smash it a little bit, just
Okay.
a few of the potatoes,
Just
just
a
to make
few.
the gravy
Just get your
a little
spoon.
thicker.
And smash it right
let them
down.
have it. Just let them have it.
And then you just, after smashing the potatoes, then you add the chickpeas because these are
We don't smash the chickpeas.
No, these are already, drained and cleaned. So we just add the chickpeas. These are already cooked, so we don't need to cook these anymore.
Okay.
This is just 5 minutes before you take the potato curry off.
And we all know it doesn't take potatoes long to cook.
Yeah,
So when it does, now
you
I
don't cook the cilantro either.
Yes, I just put in this, and I put in the cilantro, and just mix it all up and leave it for 5 minutes.
Oh, for 5
That's all you
minutes,
do, 5
okay.
to 10 minutes, and it's all done.
And this is what it looks
and
like?
this is, yes, this is how it looks. All the potatoes nicely smashed with the chickpeas. It just tastes delicious. You want to take a bite?
I smashed it for you. Did you see? I smashed
Here,
it.
sis, here you can take a bite.
I can taste this.
Yes, you may.
Maybe you want to start with a little less, sis.
Aw,
So you got to save some for someone else. No. You taste.
Cinda's our official taster.
Wow, do you like
I'm saving the bowl, sis, so that someone else can taste it.
all the curry powder?
I got good on this. This is good.
The curry powder and
stuff.
all the spices, the cilantro give it a wonderful
Oh,
taste.
wow.
These
Wow.
potatoes that you've never tasted before, these potatoes are mashed potatoes, but it has
Okay,
great
I'm
taste
taking
to
the
it.
flight.
While she's gone, maybe we better put up our next recipe. What is it? Is it a broccoli fry?
A broccoli fry.
Oh, wow.
Let me read the recipe. Cinda, why don't you read the recipe for him?
Okay, I'll be happy to do that. You will need 2 to 3 heads of fresh broccoli, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 2 green chilies, 2 to 3 garlic cloves, 1/4 cup of onion chopped, 2 tablespoons of frozen grated coconut, 3 to 4 curry leaves, and 2 tablespoons of oil.
Now, I'm excited about this dish because it has coconut in it, and I really like coconut. But
I do too.
But I've got a question. Does India grow coconuts?
Yeah, South India has a lot of coconuts.
Really?
And we use coconuts in a lot of dishes. We use fresh coconut, but it's always fresh.
Always
Sis,
fresh.
Linda loves coconut too, so I'm going to put you over here because you're missing out on this coconut dish. Because
Well, we
this
don't
is
want
one
you
of
to
the
miss
biggest
out.
coconuts you ever saw.
Can you turn on the
Okay, turn this on.
I don't want you to have that
Just
left
gonna
out
put
feeling,
some
huh?
oil.
Okay. And now what?
We're going to let the oil get hot a little
Okay.
bit, and then I'm going to, it's always the mustard seed.
The mustard
It's
seeds.
always first?
Now, these are brown mustard seeds, and the mustard seeds that I normally cook with are golden. So are they a specific type of mustard seed?
But we use, like South Indians mostly, we use this. type
Are
of-
those hot and spicy or no?
It's a very nice flavor. It just adds to the flavor. You must taste this broccoli. It's just
Okay.
very good because with all the spices, it tastes really good.
Trust me, I'll taste it.
I love seeing the mustard seed because it reminds me in the Bible where it says our faith, if we had it just as a grain of a mustard seed, we could remove mountains.
And if you look at
Now,
that
that's
little tiny
amazing.
mustard seed, that's amazing.
That's a lot of, that's not much faith to move a mountain.
And you know, the thing is that you saw how tiny these mustard seeds are, but the ones that were actually in Bible times, someone brought me back some mustard seeds from the Bible times, and they're not even half of that size.
Wow.
They're so tiny. And that's what Jesus would have been talking about.
Right.
So he says, if we even had that much
little
faith, you know, we could move a mountain. That's pretty incredible. I don't know about you, but I haven't moved any mountains lately, and I know, I pray for more
Well,
faith.
I think you have moved some because there's been big obstacles that have come up, and you've prayed about it,
And God
and
moved-
God
and God
has
moved them
removed
out.
it. So
Yes,
I
God
kind of
moved a lot
think
of
that's
mountains
what
for
he was
me.
talking about.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
You see the mustard seeds?
Okay.
And next we add the cumin seeds.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And that's a new spice for me to add to.
Whole cumin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole
whole
cumin.
cumin.
I use a lot of the ground.
I do
In
too.
all
I
the
love
vegetables you can use, we use in vegetables, we use whole cumin.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's just a wonderful flavor.
So if I eat all this food, am I going to be beautiful like you?
Absolutely.
Sis, I think you're already beautiful.
You are.
Oh, you know, there's nothing like sisters.
Now, as that's frying a little bit,
Okay.
I'm just going to add some green chilies.
Do you have a specific name for those?
Which
Or you
one?
just call them green chilies?
Green chilies. And
And they're pretty hot. Now I want you to show the whole branch of this because
Oh,
this is
here.
So interesting.
What is this? This is your curry
This is
leaves,
curry
right?
leaves, yes,
And look
that
at
I picked
this.
from
Is
my
that
backyard.
Not incredible. Take a look at that, and this was from your backyard.
yes.
How long does it take to grow a curry tree? Is it a
It's
tree?
just yeah, it's just a small plant that
It's a
just
small
grows
plant.
into a tree.
Is it a
grows
tree or
into a tree. Yes,
it does
it
grow in a tree.
yes.
Okay, well,
Oh, you better. Here, I'm going to add some curry leaves
all right.
and just a little.
Okay.
I'm going to add some onions,
And again, the red onion.
red onion. That's all chopped. And I have some garlic. I'm just going to grate some garlic.
Okay.
I just like fresh. I like to
Yeah.
use fresh,
Yeah, we do too.
and that gives so much better taste. I have.
You know, I've got a real trick for you if you want to get that garlic smell off your hand later. It's just run your hands under cold water while you're rubbing it on a stainless steel, like even the back of a stainless steel spoon, and run it under cold water, and it'll take that garlic smell right away.
Wow.
Unless she likes that garlic smell.
No.
All day long, you.
Do you see these onions nicely browning?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
In this particular broccoli fry, I don't use any curry powder.
Okay.
Just the chilies is good enough.
Where did you get all your recipes? Some things that you just came up with?
Yes, I just came up with some of them.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just going to put the broccoli.
Okay.
Now
People
that's
ask
ready.
us all the time where we get our recipes, but sometimes different things inspire.
Right.
You know.
Right.
I'm just going to add the broccoli.
You know, fresh broccoli is so good for you. You should have, you know, fresh broccoli several times a week.
It's one of the best vegetables that you can eat with, you know, so many vitamins and nutrients in
Some
it.
salt.
It's also one of the things that helps
Right here.
helps fight cancer.
Tell me how much.
Brenda's grandson wouldn't eat broccoli, and so I pretended they were little trees, and I left
Tell me
them,
when.
you know, the stalks pretty long on it, and so I'd pick it up and I'd go, broccoli, Michael, look, Auntie Sita ate a whole tree, and he'd look at me and he'd go, I eat a tree too, Auntie Sita. And so he started eating broccoli.
I was like, thank you, sis. It worked.
Well, they do look like little trees.
And he even tells his little brother Jason that these are trees, Aunt Sita's trees. So they're not really broccoli still, they're Aunt Sita's trees.
Yeah, Becky called me, Brenda's daughter Becky called me the other day, and she said someone asked Becky, she said, Becky, how do you get your boys to eat their broccoli? And she says, oh, I send them to their Aunt Sita's.
Yeah, I'm just nicely stirring the broccoli. And I'm just going to add the coconut. I have the coconut right here.
And
Now,
was
is that unsweetened coconut?
Yes.
unsweetened?
It cannot be sweet.
It cannot be sweet.
I got it from the frozen section of the supermarket.
Okay.
So I just have grated coconut, and I'm just going to add the coconut and then stir it. You can just cover it just for 5 minutes and let it cook, not too much.
You see what I've been learning to do? I've been practicing it.
Oh,
Watch out.
no.
Well,
Well,
no,
let
I'm
her
right
do
to
that.
it this time. You guys, you know, I've been progressing.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
See?
that's pretty good.
Well, like I said.
Hey, see there?
Actually, that's not bad.
Hey.
That's not bad.
I better
think-
quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
All right, if I have to be honest, I lost 2 pieces. They're going to go down here.
So,
In the trash.
How long does
folks.
that
You
cook
throw 'em on
in-
the floor.
Just for 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't have to cook much. Just don't overcook it. Broccoli doesn't taste
Okay.
very good.
And
But-
then what? Then do the cilantro go in there?
No.
Not
so
cilantro.
then we have the finished one right there, right?
Yes.
Oh,
that
yes,
beautiful?
that looks good.
It looks beautiful.
Well, you
Okay.
have one more recipe to show us.
That's right.
And this is called the green bean and lima beans?
Baby lima beans.
Oh.
That's right. You want me to read the recipe? Okay, let me just turn that off. You will need 1 pack of frozen French cut beans, 1 cup of frozen baby lima beans, 2 to 4 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon of urd dal, 2 green chilies, 1/2 teaspoon of Madras chili powder, 2 to 3 garlic cloves, and 4 to 5 curry leaves.
I love lima beans, so I am excited about this one.
My husband loves lima beans too. And are these frozen ones or canned ones or fresh ones or?
Frozen.
Frozen.
Frozen French cut beans, frozen lima beans, which
And you
is
could
easy.
use fresh ones if you
You
wanted.
can use fresh ones if you want to, but French cut, I'm just trying to show some very quick
Yes.
recipes so that you can.
Because everybody lives in a busy lifestyle these days.
It's going to take time to cut fresh.
And this is your own creation.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's get started.
I'm going to have to get Linda a big spoon for this one.
First, we have the oil ready.
Okay.
We add
So
mustard
it's hot.
seed,
The mustard
Okay.
seed again.
and then
Whoa,
cumin.
it's going to pop already.
Cumin.
I see that you use a lot of the same spices, just in different
Yes.
ways.
No, but these spices mostly for the vegetables.
Okay.
It's urd dal,
I'm
just a
gonna
little
get
bit
you
more
a
urd
spoon
dal.
to stir.
And I have curry leaves.
Curry leaves.
We have some chilies. You want to cut them and put them? Oh, no.
Oh,
Crash landing! I just flew in from India.
Okay.
Can you put the fire down for me a little bit?
I can do that.
So these are hot, so that's why you were doing it.
Because you're not,
you're
used,
used to them, but we're
you're
not.
not used to touching.
You know, I was canning some pickles one year, and I had some hot peppers that I had from Hungary. And those Hungarian hot peppers, they were so hot that as I was cutting them, the aroma from those peppers was coming up, and it actually ruptured the blood vessels in my nose. I mean, it was just horrible, but it was just so fiery hot. So I know some peppers you need to be really careful about because they could be dangerous. So you want to be careful in moderation. Then be careful holding. I actually, when you're very brave touching those hot peppers like that, because I actually use plastic rubber gloves when I have kitchen gloves I keep.
Because if
You're
you
used
touch
to
your eye,
This
it'll
smells
burn.
Yes, it will
good.
You cannot touch your eye when you're
Because
doing hot peppers.
can you smell the garlic?
Yes.
Yeah, it
Frying?
smells good.
Smells good.
Because fresh garlic always makes a difference, and it's fresh.
Yes,
And
I
now
don't like the garlic that you get in jars, the pre-cut jar. I like the fresh, right out of the clove.
Yes. Now I'm just going to add the chili powder.
Okay.
1 teaspoon
Now,
of
is
chili
there
powder.
different types of chili powder, like a hot chili
This
powder?
is actually curry powder, not chili powder. Chili powder is your type of chili powder. But this is curry powder, Madras curry powder.
and you
But
call
I
it
noticed
chili
there's
powder?
so many different kinds of curry powder.
But it's
yeah, we
really
say chili
curry.
powder, but it's curry.
But there's so many different
curry
kinds of curry powders. How do you know which one to use? Because I see red curry, I see yellow curry, I see green curry powder. How do you know
That's
what-
why I specified for the South Indian dishes Madras curry powder, which
Madras.
is closest that you can
Okay.
get in the Indian store.
Okay.
Now I added the green beans.
Uh-huh.
If you can put some salt for me.
Oh, I can do that.
And I'm just going to add the lima beans.
That's good. When you order at an Indian restaurant, what's the differences between the curries? You know, sometimes there's red curry, there's green curry, yellow curry. And is it the flavor that is different, or is it one hotter than another? I've often wondered about that, because I love Indian food, but sometimes I'm not always sure when I'm ordering what I'm ordering. You know,
The
what?
curry is the same. The powder is the same, but it's just sometimes it could be food coloring, it could be color, it could be different. It's not depends on the spice at all. It doesn't depend on the spice.
Okay.
You know, it could be hot red, and it could be a different spice.
So red
that
could
they're
be
using.
mild and red could be hot.
Yes, it could be the coloring.
And
It
the
depends
yellow,
on what. Yellow is the turmeric that
that's
I
what I was
use.
going to say.
okay.
Yellow's the turmeric. That's
Yes.
what I thought.
Yes.
Well, we have, boy, that looks beautiful, doesn't that?
I know it.
That looks
smells good too, let me tell you.
We love Indian food. In fact, many of our, in our cookbooks, we have many Indian restaurants. We have many Indian recipes as well. And in fact, Cinda just created an Indian soup that is absolutely delicious. I wish you could try her soup because I think you would like it.
Wow.
And it's actually, we're in the process of writing another cookbook. We have 3 cookbooks out, and we are in the process of writing another cookbook. And her recipe for that Indian soup is in that cookbook.
And you can taste it and tell me if it's north or south, because I don't know. But I'm kind of thinking it might be south because it's hot.
Good. I would love to try that.
Well, we have 3 cookbooks out, my sisters and I already, and we're going to show you right now how you could get one of our cookbooks.
If you would like to purchase one of the Mitchell Sisters cookbooks, you can do so by writing to the Mitchell Sisters, 1924 Chiswick Road, Knoxville, Tennessee 37922. That's the Mitchell Sisters, 1924 Chiswick Road, Knoxville, Tennessee 37922. You can call 865-776-4908. That's 865-776-4908. Or you can visit their website to order online at mitcheffsisters.com. That's MICHEFFSISTERS.com.
Hello, I'm Carrie Christian, and today we have a special report on how the Lord continues to shower His favor on our 3ABN Russian Evangelism Center. Here's Julia Utkina to tell us more.
3ABN has been preaching 3 angels' messages in Russia and all ex-Soviet Union for about 14 years. During the years of our existence, we have produced about 5,000 spiritual enlightening, Bible-based TV and radio programs, which have been broadcast on over 300 stations. In response, we have received letters and telephone calls from about 100,000 viewers and listeners. About 62,000 Russian people have got Bibles, and about 19,000 kids children's Bibles from us. Russian 3ABN has passed out about 10,000 steps to Christ and about 94,000 other literature, including our Bible study courses and Danny Shelton's books, The Forgotten Commandment and Does God Love Sinners Forever? During all these years, we have been aimed at the Bible-based spiritual and physical invigoration and restoration of a person, family and society that leads to salvation in Christ. And recently, quite unexpectedly to us, we were invited to an international convention, Patrons of the Century, held by Russia, Belarus and Ukraine, to be awarded a medal and a diploma as an organization that contributes to the revival of the traditions of charity and promotes spiritual development and progress in the society. Of course, the best award from the Lord for all we do is when we see the precious souls who through our programs have found salvation in Jesus Christ. But this medal tells us that our society is still very open to the gospel message, that it appreciates that we preach the Bible values to the Russian people. And also we see that God still has big plans for our ministry. So, dear viewers of 3ABN, your labors to support Russian 3ABN haven't been in vain. Thanks to your dedication to Him, the Lord is powerfully witnessing about Himself through the worldwide ministry of 3ABN. Please keep praying for us. We know that together we are able to do a lot for Him.
Thank you, Julia, for that incredible report. Our small Russian staff continues to develop new television and radio programs which currently air in all of the ex-Soviet Union. Won't you ask the Lord to keep the opportunities for evangelism open as long as possible? And if the Holy Spirit impresses you, please send your tax-deductible love gifts to 3ABN Russia, Post Office Box 220, West Frankfort, Illinois, 62896. And thank you for all that you do for our brothers and sisters in Russia.
Wow, have we had a wonderful time with Padmaja today?
I really had wonderful.
And you know what?
Fun.
I think you deserve this crown, Miss India.
I think so, too.
Miss India.
That's right.
Our Miss India.
That's right, because you have really outdone yourself today. And does your husband get a feast like this every day?
Not every day.
She's honest, too.
But it was really exciting for me to be here. Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Oh, well, we just want you to know we just love and appreciate you, and we're excited about all the food that you've made and to get a chance to taste it all. And I can tell you, I think Cinda's reputation has preceded her. I think Padmaja must have watched a few of our programs, because guess what? She made one plate for guess who? A tasting plate. So, sis, I think you have...
Thank you.
So I think you have a minute to taste her and tell us what you think.
Okay. Well,
this is this broccoli fry.
Okay.
With the coconut in there.
I like the coconut. That's a different flavor.
It adds very nice flavor to it.
And the rice?
And the rice. And while she's still tasting all that, we're going to show you one final look at everything that Padmaja has cooked today. And there is her tomato chutney. And also potato, what do you call that?
Budgies.
Potato budgies, and I've had those. Those are good.
You already tasted that, didn't you? And then we have the potato curry. Oh, I'm excited to taste that, I do have to say.
And the green bean, lima beans.
That's right. And then the potato, oops, I'm sorry, no potatoes in that, just the broccoli fry.
Broccoli with a little coconut.
Broccoli with
and
coconut.
And the lemon rice.
And the lemon rice with peanuts. I've never seen the lemon rice with peanuts.
Oh, let me tell you, this was delicious. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, may all your meals be seasoned with God's love. Bye-bye, everybody.
Namaskar.